Hi guys. I am not feeling my best today, and I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to come and try to, hold space for you when I don't even know how to do that for myself right now all the time. But today, I felt a shift. I know if I'm feeling it, you're feeling it too. And I don't have a show to put on for you. I don't have the perfect thing to say. But the one thing that I do know is that there is hope. And it feels closer than ever. I have never felt this at peace with myself whilst not living a life that looks perfect. I've been struggling. I've been dealing with chronic pain, and so much of my daily life has been just coping with that. And there hasn't been this great slow down, and this, transformative effort to nurture myself. And it feels like now is the time. I'm feeling more grown up than I ever have. Okay, that's enough. I just got a call at a very interesting time. But yeah, I don't have anything to preach to you today. I'm in it. And I've seen a lot of messages lately that have been like about standing in your power and your best self. And it's hard to even wrap my head around the fact that this self that feels imperfect, that feels, flawed, that this me could be the best version of me that I've ever been, that I've ever had to offer. That now, as I am, I'm able to have the most gentleness and grace with myself that I ever have. And if that's not something to show for all of the work, all of the soul searching, all of the dark night of the soul that I feel like I've visited again and again, and even now, this valley that I've been in, I'm able to look around and be like, wow, like these feelings have never been so manageable. Me and depression, we go way back. And it seems like every winter it comes around to test me. It's so empowering to finally be able to look at myself and be like, no, I'm still not perfect. And yet I'm still good. I'm taking care of what needs to be done. I accept myself. I genuinely treat myself like a friend. And even though those voices that talk down on me, those inner voices that out of survival out of necessity, learned to always point the finger back to myself. Those voices are loud, you know? They talk loud. But if there's one thing I know about communication, it's that just because you talking the loudest don't mean you the smartest, don't mean you're right. Because the truth, it don't need to make noise. The truth don't need to be loud. The truth is still and small, and it's that heartbeat that speaks inside. It's that knowing that, you know, these days aren't always beautiful. It doesn't always feel glamorous, and I'm not always having a good time. But that doesn't mean anything's wrong. That doesn't mean I'm broken. And if you're here watching this, you know, some part of me knows that you resonate with this, and you know what I'm talking about. So if this is you, and if you're here watching, I just want to say thank you for keeping on. I want to say congratulations. You deserve all the applause, because you have been fighting this invisible battle, and you have chosen love time and time again. No matter how many times you get broken down, no matter how many times you think you might want to give up, you don't. You keep going. 555, as I'm saying this. The life you've always dreamed of has never been closer. And you're starting to realize that. You're starting to realize that the life you've always dreamed of gets closer and closer to the picture of the life you're living every day. Even when it doesn't feel that way. You know, you've never been closer to cracking the code. You've never been more fed up with your own shenanigans, because you know now. It's not about diagnosing anymore. 555 555. You know what the problem is. And now it's time to take action. Now it's time to make changes. You know, you're not playing around anymore. You can't live two lives forever. You have to make the hard choices, and you know, we can't escape hardness in life, but we can choose the path. We can let spirit in. We can let that guidance in. And it's coming from in here. So if you can be quiet long enough to let it, if you can know that it doesn't matter who's being loud, the truth always comes out. It just takes time. All right, that's all I got for you. Love you. Bye.